I yield to my colleague, Congressman Biggs.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Van Drew. So this is an interesting diversion, as you say. It is a diversionary tactic. The reality is Hunter Biden, $24 million, and that is just a portion of what's been reported. But they're not interested in that. Not interested in that. He defies the subpoena. Not interested in that. We're going to raise something else. And so they're going to raise something else that's actually very intriguing because what happened to President Trump is he transferred management and authority, but he also transferred titles to the trust. And when you transfer titles, that is an ownership transfer. You have to understand that, and the contrary to what my colleague across the aisle said, from 400 affiliated entities. Now, the other thing that's really intriguing here is he was providing services, he's a magnate, he's got real estate holdings throughout the world. One of those holdings was in Manhattan. In 2008, Chinese company that my colleague just referenced entered into a contract to lease space. It wasn't some amorphous 20-some-odd shell corporations. It was a real entity providing real space, real value in exchange for money. That was in 2008. Let's see here. Oh, that was during Obama's term. It wasn't during Trump's term. It wasn't during his term. And so money that was paid in to that trust occurred during some of his time in office, but it went to the trust. But you're not going to hear that from the other side. They're going to argue this thing and try to make somehow a moral equivalency issue. And that's what's disgusting about this. Why don't they just admit Hunter Biden defied the subpoena? He willfully defied it. In fact, Mr. Ivey from Maryland told us earlier today, much earlier today, and this seems to extend. He said, yes, Hunter told us he wasn't going to come in. He willfully defied it. Guess what that means? You're in contempt of the subpoena you got. You don't get to say, hey, I'm going to come in when I want to come in, how I want to come in. You were given a date to come in, a time to come in, a location to come in, and you went out and held a press conference saying, I ain't going in. That is contempt. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. The question occurs on the amendment offered by the gentleman from New York. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no.
No.
Opinion of the chair.